welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, I am going to share with you how we lodged our partner visa application. Let's go! Alright! Nakikita niyo ba yan sa TikTok, guys? Yung mga MC na alright! Anyway, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, another day, another video na hopefully ma-edit ko. Been busy lately, flying in and out of the country, going back and forth to the Philippines. Natagalan ako sa pag-make ng video na to or vlog na to because it needs, a sit down talaga, yung in front of a computer, hindi yung DJI lang. Kasi gusto kong makita talaga yung mismong IMEI account ko para masabi ko sa inyo one by one kung ano ba yung naging requirements. As far as I can remember, 27 pages yung fill up ko before ako dumating sa actual uploading of requirements. So, ayokong ma-miss any of it. So, ang magiging purpose ng vlog na ito is if you're considering to do it yourself or on your own, gusto ko at least makapagbigay ng step by the step. Yung utak ko. Step by the step. Step by step. Tignan nyo. Step by step na process kung ano yung ginawa ko. Hindi na kami nag-ask ng help ng agent because hindi naman naging complicated yung application namin. So, whatever requirements na inask, we were able to provide it din lang naman. So, walang naging mga complication. Submit lang kami ng submit ng requirements. Effort siya sa part na you have to gather yung mga text messages, communication nyo, chats nyo from any social media apps, yung mga photos nyo together, yung mga statements nyo. So, dun siya pinaka-effort talaga kasi you need to, compile. But, other than that, hindi naman complicated yung kailangan yung documents. Like for me, like I was never married, so I have all the evidences to prove that. Mabilis lang. Mabilis. Alright. I-download ko lang to. Kasi yung IMEI account, nagla-lockout siya pag wala kang ginagawa doon. Alright. Sorry, naaaliw lang ako sa mga alright. Kaka-TikTok mo yan, girl. Also, may ina-attach din silang receipt. So, I can still remember kung magkano yung mga binayaran namin. And, yeah. Babalikan natin yung mga requirements after nung first documents na kailangan mong i-fill out. So, gagawin natin tong step by the step dahil minsan lang tayo magkakaroon ng oras. So, our visa is 8:20 and 8:01 because onshore kami. So, medyo magiging sideways ako today because I'm looking at my laptop. So, basically, yung mga first few pages, lang siya, yung mga basic details mo, like, obviously, your name, birthday, gender, passport details mo, if you have ID, national identity card. Humahaba lang siya kasi if may mga yes ka sa mga tanong nila, doon nag-a-ask sila ng details. So, obviously, your relationship, status, so kami, de facto kami, kailan nagsimula, citizenship mo, if nag-change name ka ba before, other documents to prove it, mga health examinations, residential address mo. So, sa case namin, so address namin dito sa Australia, most likely kailangan ko lang i-match, make sure ko lang na match talaga kami kasi we're living together and that's a proof also, na give namin to the immigration. I'm just going through the pages. So, yeah, your place of birth, mga ganyan ba, mga basic. So, dito, non-migrating member of the family unit. So I have kids, they're in the Philippines, so they are under the non-migrating member. Kasi that time, I cannot include them straight away kasi dapat nandito sila sa Australia for me to include them. So, nilagay ko sila sa non-migrating member of the family unit. Why? Because this is to acknowledge that I have kids but hindi sila magmamigrate dito for now. However, later on, if I wish to add them, you know, change of circumstances, I can kasi na-declare ko sila. So, very important na if you have like a case like me na ako lang muna yung mag-apply, tas to follow na lang yung kids later, important na ma-declare mo sila ngayon pa lang. Yung ginawa ko talaga from the time na nag-student visa ko, talagang dineclare ko talaga whatever document, declared ko talaga yung mga kids para walang problema. And then, immediate family members, kailangan mo din silang i-declare like parents, siblings, children, ganyan. So, inad ko yung family ko, like mother ko, brother ko, sister ko, father, and kids na din. Inulit ko lang kasi inask eh. So, basically, ang ingay ng uwak. So, separate page naman, it will ask you your sponsor. So, obviously, that's your partner. So, yung details ng sponsor, mga ID din, place of birth, ganyan. Is this sponsor an Australian citizen by birth? Yung mga ganyan. So, mga details about the sponsor. I-ask din dito if nakapag-sponsor na ba before si sponsor through a partner's visa. So, I think it will matter din. So, sa amin, first time naman namin to do this. So, very easy lang. Yes, no, basically. Tapos, add mo lang yung mga details. Number, residential, email. Sponsors, immediate family members then. They'll ask, does the sponsor have any parents, siblings, or children, including those that are deceased? So, yung dad niya, mom niya, sister niya, kids, kasi may kids din siya. So, mga details lang to. Alright. So, sa next part, relationship. So, yung status namin de facto kasi we registered our relationship, no? So, may mga ano pa nga dito. Is this applicant related to the sponsor by blood, marriage, or adoption? Yung mga ganyang question. Very specific at times. But yes, no lang. Have the applicant and the sponsor met in person? Sa case namin, yes. Date, applicant, and sponsor first met. So, kailangan mo talagang remember kailan ba kami first nag-meet. Kasi, i-ask yan dito. And then, location of the first meeting. So, yan. Is the relationship between the applicant and the sponsor genuine and continuing? Mga question na ganyan. Do the applicant and the sponsor have a mutual commitment to a shared life as a married couple or as de facto partners to the exclusion of all others? And date, applicant and sponsor committed to a shared life together to the exclusion of all others. So, tinatanong din dito na, has the applicant lived separately and apart from the sponsor for any periods of time since committing to a shared life together to the exclusion of all others? So, hindi lang din yan nabibase sa pag-live together niyo physically because yun nga, you could be de facto partners even if you're not living together but you're sharing something together already to the exclusion of all others. So, may mga mag-partners din na nag-a-apply sila for partner visa though they are not living together but very long na yung relationship nila and they can prove na we're sharing this and that. So, yan, pwede din yan. But for us, the only time na we were apart kasi was yung nagbakasyon ako sa Pilipinas. Other than that, we were really together. So, hindi siya hassle sa part namin. Meron ding mga ina-ask na relationship details. So, here, details of the relationship between the applicant and the sponsor must be provided and should form the basis of the applicant's claim that their relationship with their sponsor is genuine and continuing. And this also needs to be supported by relevant evidence, photographs, ito na yun, receipts, bills, legal documents, or anything else that demonstrate the nature of the relationship the applicant has with the sponsor. So, ito na yung tinatawag nila na 4 pillars of the relationship. Yung financial, social, nature of your household, and nature of your commitment. So, financial aspects, evidence of how your finances shared, how you manage it as partners. So, ito na yung tinatawag nila na 4 pillars of the relationship. Yung financial, social, nature of your household, and nature of your commitment. So, financial aspects, evidence of how your finances shared, how you manage it as partners. Social aspects, so this is a proof that your relationship is recognized by others. So, that's when your family comes in, friends, relatives, and how your relationship is viewed within your social circle. So, ito na yung mga photos with friends, family together, mga invitations, joint invitations, ganyan. Nature of household. So, ito yung evidence na you're living together. You're sharing a life and a home together. So, mga rental agreement if you have, property, yung mga title if you already do, yung mga ganyan, yung mga bills, proof of address nyo, na same kayo ng address, household responsibilities nyo. So, ano yung assignments ng bawat isa sa mga household, yung mga household chores, paano nyo sinishare, paano nyo ina-assign, so sinong gumagawa nito, sinong gumagawa niyan. So, yan yung nature of household. Yung nature of commitment naman, so ito yung evidence that you are committed to a long-term ongoing relationship. So, evidence, dito na pumapasok yung mga communication over time. So, yung mga text messages, mga chats from every app na kung saan kayo nagko-communicate, the length of your relationship and history of living together, documents that will show mga long-term plans, such as, yung mga plans niyo together sa future. So, you will really tell them everything, past, present, and future about your relationship. It takes a lot of effort lang, especially, to prove yung mga evidences na kailangan nyo i-compile. Nawala na rin yung mga first messages namin kasi that was from an app, tapos na-delete ko na. So, yung as much as I can, yung mga na ko lang from the time na we started messaging through text na talaga. So, lahat ng sinabi namin, we will do this in the future, by next year we will be this, we will be that. Talagang ginawa din naman namin. Yung nangyari kasi sa amin is mahaba yung explanation namin for every pillar. So, dun na kami nag-add ng statutory declaration of our 4 pillars. Kasi, hindi namin siya malagay lahat dito sa mismong application. Yung sinabi kasi dito, if hindi makasya dito sa mismong application, you can just attach documents. So, yung ginawa namin sa 4 pillars namin, talagang gumawa kami ng statutory declaration for it. Yun yung isa sa pina-stat deck namin. Tapos may isang statement din kami na ginawa. So, statement ko and then statement niya separately. So, parang POV niya, POV ko. Tawag dun is development of the relationship between applicant and the sponsor. Basically, similar, but gusto ko din makita ng immigration na as a sponsor, makita ng immigration how he saw this relationship, how he wants this relationship to be, and how he values this relationship we have. So, iba-iba ba? Hindi lang mismo ako as applicant yung gumawa ng statement. May din siya na as a sponsor, gusto ko mag-effort din siya na gumawa ng mismong statement niya. Kasi if you really like this, if you really love me, diba, to show genuine and continue relationship, mag-write ka din dyan. Hindi lang ako mag-effort. So, isa sa mga struggles namin sa, siya kasi very private siya. So, para sa kanila, bakit ko isasabi yung relationship ko sa ibang tao? Bakit ako gagawa ng ganito? So, yun lang yung kailangan kong i-explain sa kanya na, I know na hindi ka comfortable sa mo, but we have to because this is the requirement. And ako pa naman yung tipo ng tao na ito yung requirement. Gagawin ko din to para lang sure ako sa requirement na to. Pinush ko talaga siya na gumawa ka. I wanna see you, make an effort din because this is our relationship. Sige, wala kang jowa pag hindi tayo papayagan ng immigration, hindi tayo bibigyan ng visa. Hala, sige ka, wala kang partner dito. So, ayun, nag-effort din siya. Also, you need to look for witnesses. So, yung friends niya, parents niya, yun yung mga naging witness namin. I think we have 5 witnesses. Pwede naman yata hindi pa permanent resident or citizen, but for us, anyway, yung mga people around us, mostly mga citizen, mga permanent resident. So, walang naging problema. Naka-witness ng relationship namin up and down and in between. So, hindi lang sa mga masasayang part. Talagang pinashare ko sa kanila na, okay, lahat talaga, hindi lang more on, yung mga flowerets, sugarcoat, luto ka talaga. Yung pag-witness nila is paano talaga nila nakita yung relationship namin, how I am to my partner, and how my partner is, with me. Yung nakikita talaga nila, walang halong keme-keme. And after that, the immigration will also ask about, previous relationship details. So, father ng kids ko, what happened to the relationship. So, I just told the immigration the relationship has irretrievably broken down and all efforts at reconciliation have been unsuccessful. So, yun lang, hindi na talaga nag-work. Wala na masyadong kasi ganito siya. Diba? Wala nang ganong reason. Very professional lang ang atake namin kung bakit nag-fail yung previous relationship. Same din with the sponsor. So, has the sponsor been in previous relationship with persons other than the applicant? So, mother ng kids niya, yun yung details na nilagay niya. Language, if you require an interpreter, no. Yung countries resided, so Philippines, yung addresses ko sa Philippines before, yung nilagay ko dito from the time of birth up to present, saan ako nakatira, yun yung nilagay ko. Hindi lang yung last 5 years. Sure na sure ako sa mga gusto ko talagang pinagsasubmit ko. Sinabi ko, from October 21 to ganito, dito ako nakatira. From dito hanggang sa lumipad ako sa Australia, dito ako nakatira. So, nilagay ko, pagdating ko sa Australia hanggang dito ako sa address na nakatira. Tapos lumipat ako from dito na address to dito ako nakatira. Hanggang sa nag-live kami together. Yan. Countries visited din. So, saan yung mga travels ko? Yung first international travel ko kasi was dito din sa Australia. Nung VA pa ako. Kasi in-invite ako ng client ko before to be a tourist. Importante talaga na you have a very clean record in terms of, visiting countries, visas, walang mga refusals para hindi nila ma-check, ba't na-refuse yung mga ganyan. Sa awa ng Diyos, wala naman din akong naging ganyan. So, nilagay ko lang yung mga kung saan ako tourist, and even nilagay ko dito na kahit nandito na ako sa Australia, yung mga kung kailan ako nagbakasyon sa Philippines. So, umuwi ako noong 2023, umuwi ako ng 2024. So, nilagay ko na lang din doon para makita talaga nila yung mga in-out ko. Visa history, ito. So, may visa cancellations ba? May mga visa refusals? So, hindi lang ito sa Australia, kahit saan. So, general to. After that, mga character declarations na, ang dami. Partner visa declarations, madami din. Then, general declaration. So, yes, no, but marami siya. Hahaba siya according to the details na ilalagay mo. But, mas mabuti na yung ilagay mo lahat kasi one chance lang to and super mahal. So, talagang before ko siya sinubmit, sinurbol ko talaga na ito na yun lahat. Okay?